highway 4352. And this is the same light activity that the demon this morning, the African American male, that was gang stalking while I am coming from the McDonald's at the Ontario Mills. This is the same pattern of conduct. The same pattern of conduct with the fake sun at a much later hour, speaking to targeting by OMNITRANS, targeting by that city, targeting by the people of the state, targeting by demons that are gang stalking on the roads and the highways. This is the entity that's engaged in that as I'm capturing their license plates regarding what is terrorism. They're monitoring while the entity has impossible light. These are stalkers. And these are the demon possessed that are the people of the state. Alright, I just want to be clear, you're witnessing what is the exposure of the beast system and the demon possessed that are engaged in criminal monitoring. The entity is engaging in this while I'm being targeted, gang stalked by helicopter with the OMNITRANS, the bus line, and the employees. I'm being gang stalked by the Ontario International Airport, the commercial airline companies. They're going into adjacent cities to engage in that, like what I've documented in Montclair, California, and in Fontana, California. And this is the entity that's engaged in that. It's 4:40 p.m. where the entity has the fake sun here. And this ongoing light activity is the prosecution for psychological torture, which is, again, a never before contemplated basis to prosecute the government that is conspiring your murder and doing so in furtherance of seeking to criminally defame you. This entity sought to frame me, is engaged in this pattern of conduct to frame me for murder. Literally, the demons that are gang stalking on the bus are the entity that are seeking to frame me for murder and murder me and steal my money, which the entity has already done in a court that I was not present in regarding the violation of my due process rights. My due process rights that are an illusion. That's why the court permitted that to happen. Okay? It is currently, by the way, 4:40 p.m. This is indeed P.O.C. And that is the basis for unprecedented damages. Companies are no longer going to exist based on this evidence that companies are existing for the criminal purposes of the government and they are not private parties. This is the entity that's engaging in that specific environment. All right, this is Sierra Avenue, where the entity is maintaining the fake sun at the same time over the Fontana Lewis Library, where I've documented the entity keeping the fake sun over that library, and yet while I'm en route in the city of Fontana, this fake sun is staying over me. And then you're looking at the cartoon environment. This is terrorism. It's psychological torture. It's harassment. It's threatening, and it's relevant to the criminal activity that everybody on the bus, that is everyone in the state, is engaging in. Okay. This is the same crowd where the entity has the fake sun planted over me. I'm capturing this during the 5 p.m. hour after leaving the Fontana Lewis Library. The fake sun's remaining over me en route to the venue, and that's just one of the examples. The entity's keeping the fake sun over the Ovid Family Community Library while I'm remaining there, as I documented last week, where the Ontario Police and the Ontario International Airport are stalking. That's just the ongoing pattern of conduct. This is P.O.C. And the entity is engaging what is terrorism before the world. So everyone knows what California is filled with. Everyone knows no matter how many children they have, no matter what position they hold, no matter what their race is, no matter what their age is, these are the demon possessed. All right, and the people of the state are domestic terrorists. They are no longer that identifying actor within the Constitution that is providing what is consent to the government. The people of the state are terrorists, and they have conclusively waived and literally abandoned the role that they have under the law. And this is changing the trajectory. It's changing the landscape of the law in this country. The people of the state are engaging in criminal activity. Employee 4352 is his name. This is the basis of mental examination, stalking with light, also federal prison. This is P.O.C. It is currently 4:43 p.m. This is all about me. Everybody on this bus is stalking. The bus itself, the company, the employees are stalking. The city is stalking. P.O.C.